loves, my name is Paige, this is Pages with Paige, and today we're going to be talking through my series diaries halfway check-in. So for those that are new to my channel, hello. I did a series last year called Series Diaries because I track my series based on the year that I read them. I've now made some amendments, so I've moved graphic novels and manga to their own separate section, and I've DNF'd so many more series than I had before. So I'm going to talk through the stats and then talk through some of the changes that have been made. So initially my count of series was 203. It's now 214. So I've added 11 series. Initially I had it as 60 completed series. I've now finished 7, so it's now 67. And that's this year I have finished them. My DNFs, I had 23. I now have 47. So I have DNF'd 24 series. A lot of those are the ones that I added from the 203 to 214. A lot of those were DNF series that I had in the background that I knew books had come out with, but I just wasn't interested in continuing on, but thought, you know, we'll see. That's where that number has gone up drastically. My up-to-dates, I had 17, I now have 19, but I have been up to date with 6 series in this year because as books come out, this is a very fluctuating number, so I don't really put too much stock in it until the end of the year. And then when I do my series diaries for 2023 officially, I will have those updated numbers for you based off what was up to date at the end of the year. But my ongoing is down from 106 to 89, which just bless my cotton socks. I know that this is going to fluctuate. I put it as a goal to get it down to 90. I did expect myself to read the series, not to DNF the series, but I'm going to take it as a win. Those are the little statistic changes of where we're up to. I just want to let you know that for graphic novels, I moved Stranger Planet from my ongoing list to graphic novels. Tea Dragon Society, even though it was completed, I've moved it off. Alex Stern and The House of the Edge of Magic are now in ongoing as their next books have come out and they're no longer up to date. I've moved Witch Boy to graphic novel, and let's talk through what I've added to the DNF pile. So for 2000s, nothing's changed. For 2016, I added in The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. I'm not going to read The Next Person You Meet in Heaven. For 2017, I have added The Peculiar Children series by Ransom Riggs. Out of My Mind, I can't remember what that series is. The Russell Brand memoirs, the Sympathizer series, the Whistle Stop Cafe series, and the Death Car series. I'm not going to continue on with the prequel, so those are DNF'd. For my 2018, I've added Ella Enchanted to the DNF, The Lilac Girls, The Princess Diaries, Ready Player One, The Bad Guys, and the Villain series by Serena Valentino. I can always dip in and out. They don't have to be permanently DNF'd, but at this point, I'm not making them a priority, so I don't want them on my ongoing list. If I decide to add them in later, then I'm more than welcome to, but I don't want it right now. I don't care, and I just don't have any interest in continuing on at the moment. For 2019, I've added the Thornchapel series by Sierra Simone to DNF. For 2020, I've added the Babysitter's Coven, the Darkest Mind series. I've just got the last one, I think. I think I finished the main trilogy, and then I just have the Darkest Legacy, or there's a new one that's come out. I don't care. The Jumbies and When Dimple Met Rishi, the companion series. For 2021, I've decided to DNF the Every series by Ellie Marney for now. I'm excited to pick it up because it's a Sherlock retelling, but then I just don't. And when I'm looking at my 2021 series, I'm like, I need every inch of help I can get. So I've decided to DNF those for now. And then the Hades and Persephone series by Scarlett St. Clair. Then for my 2022, I've added Beautiful Broken Things series. I'm just happy with it being the standalone, and The Adventures of Tom and Huck. For this year, I have started 7 series. I have decided to DNF 2 already. The first being Catch-22. I didn't even realize it was a series, and I just no thank you. As well as the Weird and Wacky World of Shifters. So that is All I Want for Christmas is a Fingerling. If it comes up for a challenge, cool. I'm not actively going to seek out to read it though. The first one was enough of a mindfuck, so I'm happy to just leave it as is. I have finished 1 series, which was the Shadow and Bone series by Leigh Bardugo. And that means I have 4 ongoing. So I have The Chaos Walking, where I've read the first out of the 3. All Our Hidden Gifts, again the first out of the 3. The Scratch Daughters, the first in the duology, and The Women of Troy. This has got a third one publicated for 2024, but I've only read the first out of the 2 that are currently out. There's not anything too chaotic aside from the fact I DNF 20 series. I just wanted to let you know that this is where my brain's currently at. I feel like every series, when I look at it, I go, yeah, cool, I have an active interest in it. I might not get to it soon, but it's there and I am interested in it. A lot of the ones that are, I've read the first one and I don't own the next one, are sort of sitting on the back burner for now, just as I try and read the ones that I do own, because I have so many. And I'm finding that I've made a lot of progress.
In the 2000s, I finished off one of the series, so I only have 1 more ongoing, and there's 2 remaining in that. That's The Beautiful Dead series by Ada Maguire. For my 2016s, I only had 2 ongoing. I still have 1 book left of The Hitchhiker's Guide, which is the Ethan Colfer, is that his name? His one. And then The View on the Mirror by Ian Irving. I have the next 2 books. I've made progress in the Caster Chronicles. I've made progress in the Lifelike series, the Shades of Magic series. I finished Spellslinger. I've made progress in Stalking Jack the Ripper. I've got up to date with the Kingkiller Chronicle, with The Slow Regard of Silent Things, because I'm not going to read the Lightning Tree story, and I'm just waiting on Doors of Stone. I've got up to date with The Pinch of Magic, if there is another one coming out. I'm not sure if it's the last or if it's continuing on. I'm up to date with the Roots of Chaos series, and I don't think that's slated to come out until next year or the year after. I've made progress in the Skyward series and the Inheritance Cycle. I finished The Song Below Water duology. I'm up to date with Amari. I'm up to date with Dark Olympus for now. I've made progress on the Earth Children and Laws of Magic. I've made progress on the Bone Season and the Chronicles of Alice. I finished the Animal series and the Celestial Kingdom duology. I've read the next book in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I'm up to date with Bright Falls. I finished the Earthseed duology. So
I'm doing good. I'm making progress slowly but surely. It's definitely hard having such structured places that I would like to read, and the fact that it's like this list, follow this list, I'm like, okay, but can I not? But aside from that, I think I'm doing really well with the series, and I just wanted to let you know that this is why the numbers are so random, because for my last video, the stats were very different, as I'd put them as like additional and it was on a separate series tab that I was like, yeah, I'm aware of these, so if I get to them, okay, cool, then they can go into active, and then I just made the decision to either make it active or DNF it. So that's where those numbers have just exploded from. So let me know in the comments, how are you progressing? Are you reading series this year? Focusing on standalones? Where are you at with it? I am definitely just seeing how I go. If you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. And I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!